Welcome back for day 2 of CPSL Season 2 2019. Our first game for this session, we have the TUJISHOU Commandos taking on the Canoe Bulls. Commandos getting some good wins yesterday, and the Bulls very happy with their first win of the year. Should be an interesting game for you today. Both of these teams down the bottom of the ladder at the moment, but still with a hope of making the top 4 and the finals. In order for that to happen though, the Bulls do have to win this game. If they lose this game, they do not have a chance to make finals. If the Commandos win this game, they will leapfrog the Blue Helmets into 4th place, only temporarily, because the Blue Helmets will be playing later today with a chance to regain that 4th position. And introducing the players for the teams now. For the TUJISHOU Bulls, number 1 from Singapore, Joai. Number 4 from the Netherlands, Shivo Hergele. Number 5 from France, Jeremy Esca. Number 7 from Italy, Gianmarco Emanuele. Number 8 from Russia, Vladimir Satdarov. Number 10 and the captain of the TUJISHOU Bulls from New Zealand, Anthony Barronson Vinoy. Number 11 from Spain, Vicente Claramonte. Introducing the Commandos now. Number 3 from China, Chuo Shen. Number 4 from Spain, Alejandro Valls. Number 5 from Australia, Anton Holmes. Number 7 from Russia, Igor Zandarov. Number 8 from Germany, Mario Kuppers. Number 9 and the captain of the Commandos for Season 2 from England, Ed Lard. Number 10 from Germany, Holger Diedricht. And 11 from France, Mathieu Lelalio. Joining me in the commentary for this first game, captain of the Blue Helmets, Alex Lowen. Alex, how are you?
Fantastic, Jane. Thank you, mate. How are you?
I'm good. Introducing our referees for this game, we have Chen Shanghua from Chinese Taipei. And Alan Winter from Wales. So Alex, Blue Helmets still sitting 4th, but the Commandos have caught you. They're only 2 points behind now.
Yes, yep, we're in some troubled waters. We've just had a team talk and we've got the game plan to do it today. So the yellow team, the leader Tigers, they're going to watch out. But this is going to be an interesting game here. So we've done some calculations, and if the Bulls manage to roll the Commandos, then I think we'll have a good chance of making the semi-finals if we win tonight.
We get any little bit of insight on that team talk about that tactic towards the Tigers?
I think the big thing is working a bit more as a team. I talked about it yesterday, and it's very exciting here. You have defences that are quite wide open, and you just really want to charge down and shoot the ball. But often there's a better option if you make one more pass, and I think as a team we just need to realise that. We've got a few really good shooters in our team, and we need to utilise them and create the best options possible. And we weren't doing that yesterday. I think you probably see a little bit of a different defence from Tigers have a couple of very, very good shooters that picked us apart in one of our training games, so we've come up with a plan to minimise that damage. So yeah, you should see a little bit of a different tactic from us today.
So back to this game, the Commandos, you did play them yesterday, and unfortunately didn't quite get the result that you wanted. Can you give us a bit of insight into maybe some of the strengths and weaknesses of this team having just come up against them?
I think a big strength is literally their strength. They've got a couple of really big players, Mario and Holger, big rigs to have to move around the pool, and their defense was really, really tight and really solid, so it was hard to get a ball through them, and hard to get a one-on-one shot with the goal. I think the blue helmets were quite light and fast, and we didn't use that enough yesterday. And then, for those of you who saw the game, having 2 yellow cards with a minute to go certainly doesn't help your chances of a comeback. So that was a bit disappointing as well, but we felt like we certainly lost the game for ourselves, which is disappointing. But today's a new day.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that game coming up. We do have a couple before that though. We have this game that we are watching at the moment, then followed by the Hippos and the Wolves, and then our last game will be the Blue Helmets playing the Tigers. Both of those teams just getting the signal that the game is about to get underway, and to gather and have one little last team chat from their captains. And they will take the charge starts. For those of you tuning into CPSL for the first time for this season or the year, and reminding those that have been watching the games, if there is a false start on the charge start, it will be a direct yellow card to that player. They will be off for the full 2 minutes. There are no power play yellow cards where the player can return to the game after a goal is scored. Every yellow card is a full 2-minute suspension. A couple of other rule changes as well. We do have a different type of penalty being used at CPSL to the standard ICF one that has changed only the start of this year. And that is a ice hockey style penalty from the halfway mark. The player will start at the halfway with the ball. They'll have 10 seconds to dribble towards goal and get their shot off. The goalkeeper does have to stay stationary on the goal line. Both teams now lining up. So we have Alejandro Valls against Gianmarco Emanuele for the charge start. And we have our first game underway. Some contact there from Emanuele's boat on Valls, so Commandos win the free on the charge start.
Oh, that was a good shot right to the jaw. He seems to have shaken it off.
That is why we do wear protective gear for this sport. Valls feeds it inside to Zandarov. Zandarov's shot is blocked by Poe. And it looks like Emanuele has received a green card for a paddle foul on that shot. So we see the Bulls fighting for the ball, and Emanuele does win it. Sends it straight up the field. And the long shot is in, so great work there from Jeremy Escaf from France for the Bulls. First goal coming in with the first minute of the game.
And a very confident shot with the goalie just set up. Top of the goal that was it needed to be, right at the top bar, and he managed to lob it in there and hit the point.
Great transition there from the Bulls. And we do see them with a changing up their defense as well. Saw earlier that they were playing a 2-2 formation. Just trying to put some pressure out on the Commandos early on. Earlier with the no-look shot, but it is over.
Some trouble with the no-look shot. No way shooting it. Certainly can pay off at times when you catch everyone unaware. At times it's just unlucky.
Scuff into the centre to Poe. Over to the other side. Another no-look pass there, this time from Claramonte. Blocked, and Commandos do get the ball.
Long shot.
Long shot there from Valves, but it is just wide. Stivo Hergele for the Bulls, just dribbling the ball up the field. We are seeing both their teams very keen to shoot early, neither really using the full 60 seconds of that shot clock. And that shot blocked. So Emanuele with the corner now. You can see Sattarov in the centre there, just trying to work the Commandos' defence. They're playing 2 inside at the moment.
To cut down that centre drive there.
Oh, nice inside pass there, but again the Commandos blocking it down. Emanuele's shot deflected out for a corner. So you can see the Commandos' defence very tight on their goalkeeper at the moment.
Bulls using their offense wisely, trying to use as much time as needed to work a good option. That is probably a byproduct of the Commandos' defense not giving them a huge amount to work with.
Anthony Baronson's shot just blocked out again.
It's a good shot to beat the first 3 paddles and a good block by the goalkeeper. Anthony has outrageously long arms and he gets a big range to shoot from.
Another early shot there from Emanuele. He did take 20 shots yesterday over his 2 games, scoring 5 goals. This time he feeds it over to Hergele. Oh, very unlucky with the shot there, off the paddle and the bar. And now Commandos look like they have a fast break. Walford Diedrich feeds it through to Choshen. Oh, and his shot off the bar. Still in though, currently with Holmes. Back to the centre again, so Commando slowing it down. Nice feed inside there from Churchan to Diedrich, and he scores. Great play there from the Commandos, so they do get that equalising goal. Just under half of this half to go. Poe to Hergele. Across to Hergele, inside to Poe, shot blocked by Holmes. And again, Commando's instantly looking for that transition down the other end as quickly as possible.
Goal brings Holger's stats up to 3 shots from 7, 3 goals from 7 shots. He's shooting a pretty good percentage there.
Edlart trying to feed it in. And Igor Zandrov there just very eager to take the early shot, but the referee has called him back because he didn't take it from where the foul was given. Shot blocked over by Poe. Coopers to Holmes. Edlart's got some space on the other side, but again his shot's blocked, and this time falling favourably for the Bulls. Emanuele sending it up the other end. And it looks like there's an open goal here, so Claremonte's just got to get it in. But great work there from Mario Coopers to get the block.
Like a cheeky little change up there. It's a good option. Just didn't put enough on it.
Can tell Vincente is just a bit frustrated with that. Feeds it inside to Satjarov. Oh, an excellent goal there from the Russian.
Powering it into the top left corner.
That's Vladimir's first goal for this season and his second goal for CPSL 2019. Been playing more of a different role this year compared to different previous years, but that is another equaliser from the Commandos.
Mario giving Gianmarco a little bit of work. He's a tough guy to move when he's coming into your defence, and then he's lethal with the ball in hand as well, as you saw before.
Great response there from the Italian. So 2 minutes left in this first half. Bulls with the 1-goal lead at the moment. Lalio doesn't see anything, so he sends it back out over to the other side to Valve. Zandrov just trying to feed it across to Coopers, but the ball is still in. unlucky there for the Spaniard. Val's just, as he picks the ball up, does make contact with the sideline. Again across to John Marco. Blocked out for a corner.
Not a huge amount of angle to work with there, but he has a good leaning shot, and it's a good block by Vals.
Looking to the referee there, thinking that the paddle was close to his hand.
Bit of a hole opening up on the right-hand side of defence with Cuppy going to work there. Using his paddle.
Escaf feeding him the ball. Great shot, but blocked by two paddles. Very tight angle there. 55 seconds left in this first half. Commando's putting a bit of pressure in the remaining seconds of this game. Not wanting to concede a goal right before the halftime break. .20 seconds left. Big shot there from Gianmarco. The ball comes back to him. He's looking again. Oh, tries to feed it under the paddles, but doesn't make it. 7 seconds left. Lalio is going to try the long shot, but just to the right-hand side of the goal. And that is the end of the first half. So the Bulls with 1 goal lead against the Commandos. Strong performances from both teams. Both teams knowing that they really have to get a result in this game if they're going to make finals.
是什么让心灵交融？是什么让毅力坚定？是什么让情感迸发？是旗帜的美学，是奥体的精神，是无私的关爱。在这里，用爱展望明天，用奥体精神突破极限，用旗帜美学创造时代。宁波奥体中心，源于热爱，见证精彩。
So an interesting first half there. Both teams very eager to shoot. Trying to get some goals on that scoreboard. Can I get your thoughts on that, Alex?
They are very eager to shoot, but I think they've had some good options. Like I was saying before, the CPSL, it seems to be everyone gets very excited to be here, and everyone wants to put the ball in the net because the crowd goes wild, and so sometimes I think it is the smarter option to pass out and work the ball through your team. However, you do see your neighbours shining lights every now and then. So I think that's why we see a lot of shooting.
I would have to agree with you there. That the emphasis definitely is on those showy goals, not so much on having tight defences and everyone liking that fast and flashy style of Polo. So we're getting the second half underway now. Again, we have Emanuele and Valls. This time Emmanuel wins it cleanly. Looks like he's trying to, yep.
Do it all himself. And if that goal had gone in, Jade, that's what they call a hamburger. If you win the charge start and you get the ball in by yourself, your teammates have to buy a hamburger.
Fortunately, if you miss, you have to shout everyone else one.
This is true. We saw a similar attempt at a goal in the Blue Helmets vs Commandos games yesterday, where Ivan, a Spanish player, won the charge start, hit a great shot from about 8 metres out over the top of the defence. No one expected it. And I think it hit the top bar and went out. Almost dropped. It would have been great effort.
Gianmarco there protesting another time that he thinks he had a paddle foul. And very sloppy from the Commandos, just giving the ball to Satcherov. Thankfully, he is facing the opposite way from the goal, so it gives them some time to get back into defence, but poor loss of possession there from the Reds. Escaf's shot just being deflected wide.
Good little bit of sportsmanship from Holger there, putting his hand up, saying, yes, I got the tip.
You did see that from the Commandos yesterday as well, so great sportsmanship there. And there has been a foul against the Bulls, so there is the turnover there. Very unlucky there for Matulalio, number 11 for the Commandos. Another shot there from him.
Gianmarco is very good at holding down his side. He stays between the goalie and his player he's defending, and then he's got a pinpoint paddle block as well, so even if you do get a side opening up and you've got one of your players working quite hard for you, then you still got to make it past his paddle. So,
Alejandro with the big drive. He was fouled by Hergele, but the advantage was given. Tulalio deemed to have lent on the Bulls player's boat whilst trying to take that shot.
lad there was looking for his paddle and someone handed him a paddle. He said that's not mine because he's left-hander, and so his paddle was back to front. Again, good sportsmanship from Mario. Good work with this.
captain of the Bulls there, Cuppy, not happy with that call, but does put his head down and make his way back to his defence. Plenty of time left in this game.
Quick catch and shoot there from Buzz. Unfortunately, it's just slightly too high.
Just sees the defence are focusing on their players, not looking at his shot, so he does take his chances.
Again, we're seeing that trend of teams shooting in the first sort of third of their time.
Loose possession there from SCAF, does give the ball to the Commandos.
Looks like the Bulls are putting some pressure on.
Looks like they have gone for a 5-out press.
It's an interesting call, seeing though they're up by 1 goal.
Oh, just a wayward pass there. Does fall for the Bulls. SCAF's shot just into Zandaroff's paddle, and he does win the foul. Ball does go to Emanuele though. Oh, very unlucky there for the Italian. Great work from Anton Holmes in goals to just deflect that up onto the bar and back out. Again, plenty of pressure from the Bulls. They're playing 4 out. Poe is in goals at the moment. Not a lot he can do about Cooper's shot, and it goes in. So Commandos have leveled the playing field. 3 goals each. 5 minutes left in this game. And the Bulls have called their timeout. Do you expect to see any drastic changes from this timeout for either team there, Alex?
I think the Commando's defense is going really well, and I think the Bulls have the majority of the offensive play so far. So when Commando's been getting on offense, they seem to be putting it in the net. They just haven't had the options. I think that press out from the Bulls was an interesting move. We may see more of that, as they are a sort of a faster paced team than the Commandos. But at 3-3 here, I think we'll probably see some safe playing coming through. Hopefully the Bulls have had a team talk and talked about picking their shooting options a little bit, because they've had a lot of shots that seem to be hopeful at best.
That is one way to put their shots. I think some of their players might disagree with you, but there have been some very optimistic chances there. Again, we see Vladimir Satrov in the centre for the Bulls. He's trying to screen those defenders out of the way. Oh, Emanuele's shot off the bottom bar. The Bulls have given away the goalkeeper foul. So they've turned it over. They are pressing. Vals does feed it through to Lart, who then gets the ball up the field to Holmes. Great transitional play all the way through. But excellent work there from Poe, goalkeeper for the Bulls, to stop Cooper's shot. The long shot from the Bulls, just falling a little short there. Alejandro Val's receiving a green card for his pressure on Anthony Barronson-Vanooy, just paddling up on top of his spray deck.
Lark going to work there on that right hand side. He's a grafter for sure. He got the foul as well.
There to just pressure that shot.
Ooh, must have slipped out of his hands because that was fairly low, that shot. Looked like he was going for a long shot.
Escaf's shot just blocked down. It does fall within kind of realm of their captain. And during that replay, it does look like the Bulls managed to get a goal. So
someone has scored, and they're probably wearing orange.
Apologies there that we missed that. The ball did bounce down to their captain, so I do believe it was most likely him that scored, or he may have fed the ball off to another driver. But the Lalio equalizes again. Bulls will not be happy conceding immediately after their own goal. Four goals apiece.
Sloppy carry there from Poe.
Oh, great work there from a number of players on both teams to just pressure, win the ball, but were not able to hold on to it. Final work done by Escaf to win it back for the Bulls.
You've got to have the ball in your position to score the goals there, Jade. And you've got to get the goals to win. It's often the team that gets the most goals that does win.
Haven't really heard of many instances where the team with less goals has won a game there, Alex. So
this is true. Yeah. It's one of the philosophical debates of Canoe Polo. Circle and square thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to do it. Maybe slightly hopeful.
Well, you did say yesterday, Alex, Polo is 99% confidence or 90% confidence.
That's it. The rest is luck.
Yeah. And Escaf just paddling in from the corner, doing it all himself, does win another corner. Chooses not to repeat himself though and puts the ball back to his outside players.
a little bit of shot variation, I feel there. He's holding the ball up and releasing from the same point, and the defenders, it's quite easy to pick where that ball's coming from. So he's getting blocked fairly easily, Jeremy. He's got a great shot, especially when he's on the move down low. They need to try and open up a bit more of a hole for him, or he needs to try a different shot release point. This is good feed there.
Bulls with 4 players in at that time, so good work there from Gianmarco Emanuele to send the ball back out. If he did take the shot and it deflected down to the Commandos, very high chance that Commandos could have punished them for it. Referee's just calling a brief timeout. They're going to have a quick discussion.
As you saw, Steve-O, number 4 from the Bulls, there with the ball in hand, he moves the ball very quickly with his fakes, and it's quite scary as a defender seeing the range that ball moves through, and at the pace it sort of does go. That shot can come from anywhere. It's a bit disconcerting. It's dangerous with the ball in hand.
The play resumes. Great work there from Pogole to give the space to Emanuele. His shot's blocked down. Follow up from Hergele. Back to Gianmarco. He does slip the ball, but it falls for Escaf. Back to Hergele. Long shot. And there's 1 second left on the clock. And the Bulls do have a corner. Scores are level. Do believe that if the Bulls don't pull something extraordinary out, their chances of making the finals are over. So it does look like that. Commandos will be slightly happy with this result because they do earn a point towards that 4th place. But I think you might be the happiest of all, Alex, because you have kept your 4th place at the moment.
Yes, no, I am happy. That game there seems to turn into a bit of a buffet selection of shooting in there. Buffet hot pot. Yeah, which is where we're going tonight for dinner.
Thank you very much for that, and best of luck with your game later today.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everybody.
Fantastic. In this season 2,